What's up, guys? This is Brent. We're coming to you from the Guy Talk podcast. First episode. I'm here with Hunter and Ozzy, and we are going to talk about shit that you probably don't know or care about. So here we go. We are going through a bunch of topics and trying to figure out what this podcast is even going to be about. So I think what we've decided on is learning a new skill, because this is actually a new skill for all of us. So we're going to start there, and then I want you guys to go on our YouTube page and tell us what you want it to be about. We are some blue-collar guys. We're all in roofing right now, so let us know what you think. I want to give an introduction first to Hunter Childers. Why don't you talk a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, man, I've been working with you for a little bit now. Just got into the roofing industry, so that's an acquired skill that I just learned, just like the podcast. I mean, got a lot of buddies that do podcasts and stuff, and they seem to really like it. They get to network, meet new people, bring new people on, learn more skills through that, so it opens a lot of doors, I think.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Totally understand. Now, we've got this guy over here, Ozzy, which I still don't know what's going on with his hair, but okay.
My hair.
So what is it? What's that called in your hair? Tell me what that is.
Man, I don't even know. I just like it.
Okay. What do you do? Let's
What
go
did I
into
do?
Yeah.
I do roofing. I start the jobs that you give me every day. So I go there, tear out their old roof, and put the new roof.
Hunter, so talking about learning a new skill, how did you even get into this line of work? Like what?
Man, that's a long story. So I'll make it short, though. How it started was I was in the construction industry for probably, it was like right at 10 years. And, you know, the money was decent. Things were good. But, you know, you always know that there's more out there. You know, you can do more and be more. My wife was just like, you got to get into sales. You got to get into sales. Well, I didn't want to. I have family that's in sales. They make a good income. They like what they do. Finally, I was just like, all right, I'm going to try it because of Travis. Like, he'll be on a podcast here, I'm sure, very soon. Travis started, and he was like, dude, you got to do it. So I did it, hit the ground running, and won't ever go back. So it's going to be a lifelong thing for me.
Yeah, that's typically the way it goes.
Yeah, and it was so out of nowhere, too. I mean, I literally just one day I walked in and I was like, I'm quitting my job and I'm switching. And then 2 days later I switched and my whole life changed. Like,
okay.
Dramatically.
Then I got to ask you, I have to know this. I have gotten into multiple altercations with union guys.
Yeah.
Why is that the only way they feel like there is to live life? Why is that the
Dude,
thing?
I don't know. I mean, my family, they're diehard union, I guess, because of the benefits that you get with it. And they get. I think people get in this trap of, you know, I make $70,000 a year. If I try anything else, I'm either going to lose, I might win big. You know, they just get stuck. So the union guys, they act like they bleed it, but they don't. I mean, I've worked for a lot of contractors. We'll hire non-union guys. Like, there's a lot of backdoor stuff, and they just claim that it's more than what it is. I hate to say that because there are a lot of good guys that I've worked for, but it's all kind of a scam at the end of the day, really.
That's kind of my thinking. I just never understood why they are so hard fast with, like, all right, there's this way to do it and no other way. Like, I've almost gotten into altercations with guys like that hate the way I do things for a living.
Yeah.
They're saying, oh, these guys are taking all of our jobs. No, they're not. We do something completely different than that.
Well, yeah, and let's be honest. I've met guys over the last year, especially like the Latinos and stuff like that work. They deserve to take every job in this area. Like, every one of them. Every one of them. I couldn't do it. And I was good at what I did.
Nor would you want to do it.
I wouldn't want to. And the thing is like, they deserve everything that they, you know, you give them. And they work extremely hard. Extremely. So all these guys are like taking our jobs and all this. Well, work harder. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You know, it's one of those things too where they're not taking jobs from anyone. We don't have anyone to do the jobs anymore.
No, we don't.
They're stepping into that.
We don't.
That's all it is. There's no.
Yeah, I mean, you've got everyone now is pushing college degrees so hard that there's no one to fill that void. Like there's no one from 18 to 30 unless they finish college and they're like, okay, that didn't work out. Then they jump in. So there's no one to fill that void. So you're always going to have those people, and you've got the good ones. So
Yeah. Watch. You know what's going to happen next? I'm telling you now. The next phase will be people are going to come, these YouTubers are going to be saying, hey, the new hack is be a plumber or be a roofer. Like, that's going to be
it's starting. Like
there's no one to do this anymore.
Yeah, I watch TikTok and stuff, and I'm like, man, like they're catching on. They're catching on.
Yeah.
But it's just gonna inflate everything. I mean, just like everything else does.
Well, you've got guys, the economy's sad right now because you got people that you can't even keep like fast food restaurants open. You can't keep these businesses open that require young kids.
Yeah.
I remember how when I was a kid, I did the buggies at Kroger and bagged groceries.
Yeah. I mean, my first job, I was a stock boy in the back of a gas station.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have to start somewhere. But now, like fast food, they're wanting $22 an hour. Like, how does that even make any sense? You know what I mean? Like, my first year in the Carpenters Union, going to school and everything, I was making $18.75, working way harder than somebody flipping a burger.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the people that do. You just have to start somewhere and then move on. Like, don't try to make a career out of it. Like, you have to step up.
Well, or what they're going to do, they're going to drive like unrealistic expectations. And, I saw there's a McDonald's in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
That it is 100% no people.
The fancy one?
All robots.
And
there's not one person in the entire restaurant. Nothing.
Yep.
That's what this is going to become.
I agree. I also kind of see it another way too. I think they're gonna try that really hard. Like Barbersville Walmart, so they switched to 90% of their registers went to self checkout. Well, if you look at it now, they went back in, flipped everything back, so now they probably have 40% self checkout. Went back to actual cashiers.
For real?
Yeah. So I think that they're gonna see. It's not gonna work for it. It can't. There's no way. People like hand-in-hand transaction.
What always gets me is with these self-checkout things, all right? I always go through with a person checking me out, no matter what.
Yeah, I do too.
I would never steal one item.
Yeah.
But when you see in the news what all happens, it's like these people go through the self-checkout and they have been like scamming these places out of everything. Well, guess what? The places aren't stupid. They have facial recognition. People from Vegas do their facial recognition and all their cameras and everything.
Like the casinos.
So what they do, if you want to steal a couple things, they let you go.
Yeah.
They wait until it gets
Rack
to
up
like
that
$900
bill. Yeah.
and then they hit you with a felony.
Got his ass.
Like that.
Well, yeah, no, I agree. I'm sure that happens a lot. I don't go through self-checkout solely for the principle I feel like I'm taking someone's job. Like there is someone that retired that they're in their 60s. They want to work 20, 30 hours a week. Like, and then you're going to go through a self-checkout. And they're not going to hire that person because there you go, checking yourself out.
That's very true.
So ever since they started it, my grandmother, I think I was really young, and she said that, and it just clicked, and I was like, I'll never do it again. So I've never done it.
I've never thought of it that way.
I'll wait in the line for an hour before I go through a self-checkout.
That's what I do too. Like, I like to wait more in the line than go do it myself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even about being lazy. Like, if there's an easier way of doing things, I'm all in. But you're taking somebody's job.
It's not being lazy. I don't work there.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not my job.
Right.
I have my own job.
Yep.
I don't want to go to there and have another job. And then if I mess it up, then they're going to come and arrest me.
Yeah.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't do it solely for that principle. I don't know.
Nice.
Because there are, like, if you go, like, there's this lady at Kroger. I don't know how long she's worked there. She's probably in her 70s. She works at Home Depot and she works at Kroger. So this lady's working 60 hours a week. I don't want to take that lady's job. Like, how many people used to go self-checkout before they're like, we don't need Sweet Mary. You know what I mean? So you just don't know people's circumstances, and I don't want to take it away from them.
No, of course not. Neither do I. Especially right now, people are struggling. I don't want to. I want no part of that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's rough.
Yeah. I mean, everything's so expensive right now, so we don't want to. We don't want to start that.
Yeah.
'Cause then we're just going to pay more in taxes for everybody that's not
Dude,
working.
taxes is a sore subject for me.
Yeah.
That's a rough one.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, that's a rough one for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
I'm very aware.
You're about to start sweating now.
So guys, if you can't tell yet, we don't know what we're doing, so we're just like all over the place. That's why we need your help getting some ideas of what you want to hear. We're going to do this podcast sort of raw and unfiltered, and we just want to know what is the best thing that you want to hear about. If you want to know anything, I'll tell you some ideas we've been kicking around. All right, here's some ideas. I've been kicking around some ideas I live in Hurricane, West Virginia. So there are a lot of places I really enjoy going to, non-franchise type, independent, smaller places. We're thinking about doing some reviews of places. There's a new place that opened right here on Main Street, an Italian restaurant. There is one of my favorite places. There's Belknap Pizza. I love, number one, I love the owners of that, but then the pizza is amazing as well. We're thinking about doing wings, reviews, things like that. I've got the list here. We're looking at everybody does sports. If you want to hear about sports, listen, I'm more than happy to go over that, but everyone else does it. So I don't know if that's necessarily the one. This goes more into the location base. That's kind of where I'm thinking to start now, is the location base. There's a how-to. We like Hunter said, we're in the roofing business. We can tell you every single thing you want to know about it. That's if you want to learn about roofing or what to look for if you got a roof leak or damage or something like that. We are more than happy to cover that. We thought about having some guests in. We'd like to see what type of guest you would like. Comedy. I'm a huge comedy fan. Actually, Hunter, we just went and saw Theo Vaughn in Huntington.
Yeah, that was funny.
That guy is. It's something else.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Shout
that's
out
a
to
really
Theo.
good.
That guy's
show.
funny, dude. He walks on the stage and you start laughing. He's so goofy.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, that's a lot of my feed on TikTok. Is
Yeah.
I'm in the midst of this comedian
Yeah.
FYP.
Well, I do it too because I'll lay down at night. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Yeah.
But I get bored. I'll lay there, can't sleep, so I just start scrolling through TikTok. All Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
That's what he takes over everything.
Yeah.
But he's also pretty smart too. If you listen to what he talks about, he has a lot of intelligence to him. He's a cool dude. If they stick around, we might have him on next week.
Oh, I would. He may just come. He may just come on. But we got comedians. That's a huge one that I really like because I saw. I don't know if you follow a lot of the comedians, but Daniel Tosh has been kind of MIA, and then now he's back.
What was that show that he had?
Tosh.0. Tosh.0.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Now, because he didn't do interviews, he didn't do anything. He just took some time off. And now he's got his own podcast and he's back.
Oh, okay.
And I'm really interested to see kind of how that whole thing plays
Yeah,
out.
I'll have to listen to that.
But okay, we got travel. You just went hunting in Arkansas.
I don't recommend Arkansas. That place is kind of a dump.
Nah, Arkansas is.
Yeah, it's just windy and flat.
Really?
Yeah, that's it, man. And barbecue. We stayed, it was close to Memphis. So we went into Memphis, and I don't recommend Memphis because it's that's a rough spot of town, boy. I don't know about that place.
Yes, I mean, travel. Hell, Ozzy and I have worked almost everywhere in the United States.
Oh, we travel.
We travel around and do big roofing projects on apartment complexes. We have worked everywhere, so I can tell you where to go and definitely where not to go because there are some real sketchy areas in this country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is bad. Well, that was the way I met him. Right?
Let's see, what do we got here? Another topic, fashion. You have nothing to say about that because of your hair that you got going on. Politics, absolutely not. We're not getting into that. Oh, let's see. street interviews with strangers, that would be that. There's some wild people out and about. If you go to Walmart at like 10 o'clock at night, there's some wild stuff that happens at Walmart.
Well, dude, you got to think we're in West Virginia too. You have to think about that.
So who goes at 10 at Walmart at night? You?
No, I don't want to go at 2 o'clock in the evening. Walmart's a different type of. It's a different type of crowd at Walmart.
Here in West Virginia?
Nah, it's not as bad here, but we've been when we've worked in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to go in there.
Yeah,
you don't want to go there to that Walmart.
Listen, so Puerto Rico. I was in Puerto Rico like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. So I was down there for about a week, and talking about Walmart, it tops everything you've ever seen in your life. So the people, they don't get in a hurry down there. There is no hurry at all. So they'll stand in an aisle and there'll be 20 people in one aisle. And I'm talking there's thousands of people in Walmart. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just like that's the closest thing they've got. I don't know how it works. They won't move. They don't walk through aisles. They just kind of just hang out and talk on the phone. So Puerto Rico Walmart, man, I'm blessed to be in West Virginia Walmart. It's like, that was rough. It was bad.
What about
That's
the food?
shocking.
Dude, yeah, I know. Because I would think everything was fast paced down there. No. Like, if you look up, like, there was like a travel booklet at our Airbnb, and it said at the bottom, like, time is really not considered important to their culture. So, like, a bus will be 30 minutes late. You know, your Uber driver will supposed to be there at 1. He'll be there at 1:45. Like, it doesn't matter down there.
They don't even care?
Don't even care.
What were you seeing? The food?
Yeah, what about the food? What were you eating there?
Oh, my God, dude. Food was terrible. I hate to say that. I'm just bashing Puerto Rico right now. So, the first day, we went to get hamburger and chicken because that's pretty much all I eat. And can't find it. All they have is pork.
Pork.
Just pork. I mean, they have, like, pork fat, like pieces of fat, and they'll just deep fry it, and that's like a delicacy.
Well, you sent me a picture, and that picture looks good.
Well, it was a big ass pork chop.
Yeah.
I don't even like pork chops. This is like the only normal thing they have on the menu, though. So, if you want to go to Puerto Rico for the food, don't do it.
There you go.
We have travel.
Breaking
we just
news.
covered some travel for you.
Hey, what about Houston?
Oh, don't get me.
What about
don't
Houston?
get me started on Houston. I can't stand. You know, Houston, Texas is the only place that I've ever been. You can start at one end, drive to the other end,
And
and it's 3 hours. It's like
Yeah.
this is not even a.
Houston, San Antonio. I wasn't a fan of San Antonio. It was real dirty, like super dirty. I mean,
Well,
streets were
we
disgusting.
first get to Houston, and we drove, because we have to drive. We need the trucks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we drive 20
hours.
20-something hours. We get there, and the little girl at the hotel is like, okay, we're asking, where is there to eat? She's like, if you drive this way, you're good. If you drive this way, your truck is getting stolen for sure. Like, there's no way around it. It is
There's
happening.
no gray area. It's black and white. Like,
yeah, like that.
God, I don't know.
So I'm looking up restaurants. We go and start driving out of the parking lot. It's that way. I'm like, oh God, here we go.
Yeah, man. San Antonio was the same way for me. I mean, like, so we went into this really nice steakhouse. I can't remember what it's called. I'll think of it. And before we went in, I was like, I don't know if this is right or not, because there was just tents of homeless people. And listen, I'm not knocking you homeless people. Like, it is what it is. But on right beside the restaurant, and this is like a suit and tie restaurant, and they're just chilling. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
what is this? Like, so it was a rough spot. It was right on the Riverwalk, the San Antonio Riverwalk.
This stuff is shocking. These people don't. All right, same place. Some of our workers, a brand new truck stolen, a trailer stolen, materials stolen.
The first day we got in Houston, the first day we was working in Houston, the truck got stolen.
And it was like a 22
Silverado.
Chevy Dually Silverado.
Brand new.
Brand new. Gone.
Gosh, that's crazy. I don't know, man. People don't have any. I guess morals is the best word for it these days. I mean, you see it all the time. What did we have get stolen the other day? Yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Good job. Drip Edge.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah, a
did.
box of drip. Who needs to steal a box of Drip Edge? What are they going to do with it?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
We've had people steal bundles of shingles, and listen, if you want to do it, God bless you. But that weighs about 80 some pounds, and it's $30. Good, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you want to break your back, like,
Dude,
because you got to take a bunch.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I just don't get. I don't see it. I don't get it.
either.
That's one thing I do like about living where we do. We're in a smaller area, but I feel like the majority of the people here are like good people.
They are, and I think that's something that a lot of people overlook with West Virginia, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely rough parts, but I think for the majority, people are good.
Yeah. I have people that come here that can't believe it. They're like, people are waving at me, and I'm like, yeah, that's what happened when you're
Yeah.
driving. People wave at you.
I've had buddies
That's what
come
it
down
is.
come up from like Florida and stuff,
Yeah.
or just different, probably not Florida, but different places, and they're like, "Why is everybody so nice?"
Yeah, they're trying to flip you off.
Like,
Like, hey, what
why-
are these people waving at me for?
Why do they say thank you when you hold the door? And I'm like, dude, around here, if somebody doesn't say thank you for holding the door, you're gonna trip them. Like,
They do. They
you
say
can
thank
go
you.
to hell. Yeah,
They do. They talk to you nice here.
they do for the most part. I mean,
Yeah, there's
always
assholes everywhere.
You're gonna
It's
have
not
it
gonna
everywhere
be
you
like,
go.
yeah.
But yeah, I agree. For the most part, people are pretty honest and loyal around here.
All right. Well, let's see. We got. I mean, that's for episode 1. I say we covered a wide spectrum of stuff. So again, I would love to put it out to you guys, the viewers and listeners. Please go to our YouTube page and comment what you would like to hear this be about. We're willing to talk about anything. So, I say give us some suggestions and Guy Talk will remain. We appreciate it.